Good morning, Hickory Bend All-Stars. Guess what? This is the last music lesson video that I am making. I'm going to miss you guys answering. It's been nice communicating with you. And of course, I'm going to miss teaching music. I enjoy doing that. But I have a lot of students who were kind of trying to catch up on videos, and I believe they're not getting to the end of our school year. So I want to make sure everyone has time to do that. So this is going to be the last video that I'm making. It's a good ending place. I will still be posting YouTube links for music related videos or activities that the students can do, but you won't need to respond to me about that. It's not going to go into PowerSchool or into the grade book or anything like that. So this is the last lesson that affects that. I think you all have done a great job. This has been a different way of learning music, and particularly my students who have done every single music video lesson. You're all-stars. I just can't believe you must be like music masters by this point. Super, super proud of you. Okay, so we learned about our 16th notes, and today we're going to again add those in with the other rhythms and other rests, but we're also going to give those notes pitch so we actually come up with a melody. This will be our composition. I'm going to have my videographer, my daughter Maisie, help again. And before we do that, I just have to give a big shout out to my daughter Maisie, because she has not only made 23 videos with me here, she has helped me with a lot of technology. My students know Mrs. Westerfield is not great at technology. It's not really my thing, but she has helped me out with that and made numerous videos that I've needed to do with other school-related things. So yay, Maisie. Okay, so Maisie, we got 4 beats to a measure, says our time signature. Why don't we pick a pitch first, unless you want to use a rest?
D, 16th notes.
D, and she wants them to be on 16th notes. So our D is under our staff, and we know 4 16th notes are going to look like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, I have to stop making videos because my marker is starting to go dry. And it has said enough. 2 bar lines for 16th notes. So these are all D's, and they each get a 1/4 of a count. If you think back to our pizza, we know a 1/4 plus a 1/4 plus a 1/4 plus a 1/4 equals 1. So we have 1 count here, but we need 4. So 4 minus 1 equals 3. So that means we can't use our whole rest now, and we're not able to use our whole note now. Maisie, what would you like next?
Half rest.
A half rest. Half rest, right here, our top hat, sits on that 3rd line, and it gets 2 counts. 2 counts of silence, so we don't use pitch. 1 plus 2 is 3. So we need 4. We have 3. We need 1 more count. So that means we can only choose from our quarter rest, our 16th notes, our quarter note, or our 8th notes. What would you like, Miss Maisie?
F, quarter note.
F is on our first space. We see that here. We're turning it into a quarter note, colored in with a stem. It gets 1 count. So we had our 3, and 3 plus 1 is 4. We've met the requirement of our time signature. This measure is done. All right, let's go ahead to measure 2.
Dotted, half note, E.
E. So E is on the first line of our staff. Dotted half note, we add the stem and the dot. It is an E, and it gets 3 counts. And we're back to this math equation here. We need 4. We already have 3. So we need 1 count left. So we have our quarter rest available to us. 16th notes, because remember, a 4th is less than 1. And then if we add all those 4ths together, it equals 1. So we can use our 16ths, our 8ths, or our quarter note.
2 8th notes, 1 on F, 1 on G.
Ooh, things are getting tricky. All right, so we have our F 8th note, and then our G 8th note has to go on that line. And F is in the space. We give them the stems just like a quarter note, and then we're going to connect those with a bar. And it's okay if it's a little bit on a slant because the note heads are in 2 different places. So this is the F note, This is the G note. And we know that our eighth notes each get a half of a count. And if you think back to that pizza, a half plus a half equals 1. 3 plus 1 is 4. We have again met our requirement. We have one measure left. What do you think, Maisie?
Half note on high C.
High C is on our third space. 1, 2, 3. We put our half note. It looks like the whole note, but we have to add the stem. Because it's above this third line, we're going to have the stem come down now. So that's a C, and it gets 2 counts. All right, so we want 4 counts. We have 2 counts. How many more do we need? 2. So that means our whole rest is out of the running. Our dotted half note, can't use that. And our whole note, can't use that. Finish off our melody, Maisie.
16th notes on middle C.
16th notes on middle C. Ooh, this is what we're going to call an octave jump. When notes are 8 steps apart, that is called an octave. Just like in shapes, if you're talking about an octagon, it has 8 sides. We do a double bar. These are all the lower C's, middle C's. They each get a 4th. And was this a dotted half note here, Maisie?
No.
It was just half. Okay. So 4th was 4th was 4th was 4th is 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. We need to get one more count. I'm going to have to squeeze it in.
Let's just do a quarter rest.
A quarter rest. So then we have our quarter rest lightning bolt. Right there. Which is worth 1 count, and that brings us to 4. Oh, Miss Westerfield needs to invest in a larger board. All right, this looks like a great song. Let's listen to what we composed. 1 E and a 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3 E and a 4. Nice, good job, Maisie. So friends, you can create your own song, and if you do, take a picture, send it to me. I would love to see it. And we did the lesson on adding lyrics. That's something that you can do also. Remember, you break those words up into syllables. I think that was lesson 16. If you haven't seen it yet, you could go back and take a look if you're interested in that. So look at all we have learned during e-learning, during remote learning. This is amazing, friends. And again, I'm so proud of all of you, and I'm going to miss you all, seeing your messages and of course over the summertime. If you have any questions, always ask me. I'm happy to get those, and if there's anything you haven't understood, I'll be happy to try to clear that up for you. And again, this is the last lesson, the last question to be answered today, but I will still send out more video links to the end of the school year so you can still keep getting some music. I'm going to miss you all. Bye, friends.